Chris Matthews has secured Senator Elizabeth Warren. Chris?
Okay. Secured is a good word. Senator Warren, thank you. I think you did really great tonight. I thought there were an interesting couple of things. First of all, I thought that you and Bernie Sanders reminded me of Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. With the Bolivian army coming at you. Did it feel that way?
Not at all.
No?
No, it felt like we were right and we had a chance to fight for what we believe in. I was really serious when I told the story about what it means for people who have health insurance. Someone like Addie Barkan, he's got this cute little boy, Carl. I keep his picture in my office. He's dying of ALS, and he has really good insurance.
Lou Gehrig's disease.
That's right, Lou Gehrig's, and he has really good insurance. And you know what he does? He has about $9,000 on average every month that the insurance company says, no, we're not doing that. We don't care that your doctors think it's right. His wife spends hours and hours and hours on the phone fighting, please, would you let him get this? Please, would you cover that? And he talks about how many thousands of people join him online every month to beg friends, families, strangers for money to be able to pay for the medical bills that their doctors say they need and their insurance companies say no. We got to remember, basic model of an insurance company, take in as much money as you can in premiums and pay out as little in health care coverage.
They don't have the money now to pay for their own necessary treatment. They will have it under your plan. Where does it come from?
So costs are going to go up for the bazillionaires. It's going to go up for the big corporations. But out-of-pocket costs for middle-class families actually going to go down.
Let's go to the mechanism because it's important. You'll get to this later in the campaign, if not now. Medicare we've all been paying since I was 15 in the drugstore. I was paying Medicare up till 65 with the idea you'll survive maybe 15 more years. If you have Medicare for life or government health insurance, you'll have to have more benefits. And Bernie's talking about the eyeglasses, hearing aids, everything. There'll have to be more money.
Oh, look.
Well, your payroll go up. You guys dodged that tonight.
No, it's not a dodge. It's about
because Jake Tapper kept saying, how much of your tax is going to go up? And you'd said,
how much are your costs going to go down?
No, different question. How much will your taxes go up?
No, it's how much are your costs?
I have a different question.
It's how much families end up spending.
I know that argument. I know how you've covered it.
It's not just an argument. You know, the Republicans did a study, and they hoped to show that Medicare for All was going to bust the budget. And you remember what it ended up showing? That Medicare for All is cheaper than our current system. That's the Republicans'
I know the
version.
argument that you put it all together, you reduce the cost for health care premiums, and you get more benefits, and therefore you come out ahead. But will you pay more in taxes?
Look,
Why don't you want to answer that question? Because Jake said tonight that's a Republican talking point. It's not a Republican talking point. It's a question.
It's a question about where people are going to come out economically. Look,
no, that's not my question. That's not my question. My question is how much will taxes go up?
I spent most of my life studying families that went broke. And a huge chunk of them went broke because of high medical bills. And many of them had health insurance. So the question is not, do you have health insurance or not have health insurance? The question is, how much are you going to have to dig in your pocket to pay?
I know that's the answer that you'd like to give, but will your taxes go up?
The question is your total cost.
Okay, but there's no answer to the question where your taxes go up.
There is an answer to the question about your costs.
How about taxes?
Because it's costs that matter to people.
I'm not kidding. Well, let me ask you about this. You said something interesting. You said we shouldn't have a candidate that we don't like.
No, I said that we don't believe in.
Is that Biden?
I'm not here to knock any Democrat.
It seemed like you're alluding to it.
I'm not here to knock any Democrat.
Well,
that's not my job.
Who is this person you're talking about?
I'm just saying that's not what we should do. We need to figure out.
When you said we shouldn't have a candidate that we don't like, what were you talking about?
I didn't say don't like. I said someone we don't believe in. Because here's the thing. As Democrats, the way we're going to win is we're going to win by deciding what is right and then getting out there and fighting for it. That's what 2020 is going to be all about.
Let me ask you about tonight, because there were three big issues I think you guys covered tonight. And I thought the proportion of these conversations where you got, of course, health care, which is going to be it's the big Democratic issue of 18, probably the big one next time, right? You talked about the border, right? You talked about decriminalize people coming into the country. You talked about the question of paying for a Green New Deal. That was a big debate. Tell me how you think those three big debates turned out. Who won? The progressives won, the moderates. How would you see how that turned tonight?
I think people had a vision who could explain that vision to the American people and how it would touch their lives. I think those are the folks who won. I don't think people win by talking about what we can't do. They win by saying, here's what we will do, here's what I will fight for. That's what leadership is all about.
Before it started tonight, the experts who are smarter than me would say it's not going to be a battle between you and Bernie. I had that wrong. I thought because you've been eating his lunch, you've been taking his vote away from for weeks now, months. But it's going to be a battle with you two guys against the moderates. So it seemed like you were ready for it. All the people that are getting 1 and 2% in the voting, in the polling, all came at you. Delaney came at you, Hickenlooper came at you, Ryan came after you. They all came after you. Bullock came after you. Did you know they were coming?
No.
You didn't think they were coming?
You know,
because you guys look ready.
It didn't matter. I was talking about the things I believe in, and not the things I started believing a month ago or a year ago.
You are totally authentic. I've been following you. You are Elizabeth Warren.
That's right.
I know who Elizabeth Warren is.
So,
but I just wanted tactically tonight because it just seemed like, it really looked like the gunfight at the OK Corral or something. You two guys taking on all this Bolivian army. I'm mixing my metaphors.
That's okay.
Did you know it was coming?
No.
Okay.
No, I really didn't. And at the end of the day, I was just delighted to have a chance to talk about the issues that matter.
Many people think you won tonight.
Good.
Okay, thank you.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.